Hold on a second. Was it Claressa Shields who revealed everything about Remy Ma on camera? And not just a little gossip from behind the scenes? Fans are questioning a secret that has been known for 10 years. Claressa, who obviously had time, today claims that Remy Ma hasn't been truthful with Papoose for more than a decade. Furthermore, it is no longer just a love triangle if what she's claiming is accurate. Identity, allegiance, and a truth that has been concealed in plain sight are all at play here. Could it be that Remy Ma has been alive? Has a well-crafted image served as the foundation for her entire relationship with Papoose? And why is Claressa choosing this moment to reveal everything with tea, audio snippets, and screenshots that are nearly too specific to be true? Fans are split, and social media is already in a frenzy. Some people are taken aback. Some claim to have anticipated this long before. One thing is certain, though. Claressa just made a private rumor public, because this news has the potential to rock the internet. Don't scroll away. Let's dissect it individually. Let's go back in time since this most recent development in the Remy Ma, Papoose and Claressa Shields story wasn't unexpected. Oh no, darling. This eruption has been simmering for 10 years, concealed under coordinated ensembles, public shows of love, and strategically placed Instagram posts. However, the curtains are now flying open because of one irate woman who has a front row seat. Let us establish the scenario. World boxing champion, two-time Olympic gold medalist, and the new Queen of Bluntness, Claressa Shields, didn't mince words at her birthday party controversy. What should have been with cameras still rolling and mics still hot. A pleasant celebration descended into an anguished breakdown, and no one anticipated what she was about to say. Because Claressa deviated from the script rather than responding to Remy Ma's supposed disparaging remarks about her relationship with Papoose, claiming that Remy Ma hasn't just been keeping things from Claressa. She passed past the minor drama and got right to the heart of Remy's held secret. For almost 10 years, she has been concealing who she really is from Papoose. Take a moment to process that. Claressa claims that Remy not only led an entirely different life, she supposedly concealed a significant aspect of her identity prior to her Queen of the Castle era. And she persisted in doing so while publicly presenting herself as hip-hop's most devoted ride-or-die star. What Claressa is saying is the kind of bombshell that not only breaks the internet, but melts it even, though no one is here to define anyone's truth. Claressa allegedly said, "Tell him the truth, Remy. Tell him why you were always disappearing after shows. Tell him about her. You think we didn't know? You think I didn't?" According to her own statements captured on leaked party film, notice the text. Now, wait, who is she? That is the crucial question. Fans have already gone into full detective mode, searching through old tour footage, Instagram stories, and archived interviews for hints. Even though Claressa hasn't named anyone yet, and what they're discovering is really unsettling. Let's first discuss why it is so important before getting into all the who's and how's. Because Papoose and Remy Ma have been more than simply a famous couple. They have served as a brand and a representation of loyalty, love, and second chances. From Rhee's release from prison until the world has viewed them as strong because of their Bet wedding special. However, that entire image might have been a well-managed illusion if Claressa's charges are accurate. It's worth noting that off-screen behavior and gossip have previously targeted Ray. Women in the industry have left cryptic posts over the years. Speculative YouTube deep dives have vanished for no apparent reason, and Remy has smirked and winked, while sidestepping questions in interviews. Was it all a coincidence, or was there a bigger conspiracy going on? Let's now discuss Claressa's motivation. Since some fans are claiming, oh, she's just angry or resentful that Remy stole Papoose. However, some are bringing up a deeper point. Claressa is not merely making fun of you. She is asserting that she has concrete evidence. She did more than simply vent during her live outburst. She promised things. She said she has previous phone records, video, and even messages that tell the whole story. One unnamed party-goer claimed that she wasn't simply angry, she was also ready. She brought receipts, for example. She made Remy appear as though she had seen a ghost. Whoosh! What a mood. So, where do we stand at this moment? There are two groups on the internet. Team Remy thinks it is just nasty retaliation, while Team Claressa thinks she's finally taking off the mask. However, now that the rumors are public, everyone is looking for answers. Thus, the harm is done. Papoose is still quiet, and every hour, that quiet grows louder. But hold on, there's more to this rabbit hole. The hours following the celebration, a screenshot of a text message thread was purportedly leaked by someone we won't name. A thread that purports to depict Remy Ma in a committed romantic relationship with an individual who is totally unknown. To the general public, yes, it was allegedly not an isolated incident. There was a pattern. 10 years of living a double life in plain sight. Next up are leaked direct messages, unique fabricated investigative findings. And what one former industry insider is referring to as the decade's biggest cover-up. When you believe that the Massinses can't get any worse. Wait till you learn how Papoose may have unwittingly financed his own treachery. And what Remy was reportedly doing with her tour funds. Yes, you heard correctly. Now let's discuss those leaked screenshots. Since what began as rumors during a birthday celebration has now grown into a full-fledged online firestorm. Alleged messages between Remy Ma and, let's just call her Miss X, are at the heart of it. Miss X isn't just any old person, though. She is a quiet producer that Remy reportedly met backstage at a trade show years ago, according to unnamed insiders. Let's just say that it quickly evolved from collaborative conversations to late-night emoji exchanges. You know I can't be around you without feeling everything all over again. You've still got that smile, and you still smell like summer. Excuse us, read one leaked direct message that appeared on a fan-run gossip page. You know where my heart really is, was Remy's purported reply. Simply put, it's difficult. A complicated girl. We require answers. Let's be clear now. These Twitter became a courtroom overnight. TikTok detectives went full CSI and Instagram. Pages were overflowing with side-by-side receipts, old performance clips, and evidence that Remy and Miss X were seen at the same after-parties multiple times. Don't stop at the direct messages, though, because there's more. In an honest former assistant, you can already tell who spills the most tea. He gave a voice note to a gossip blog saying it was always strange. Ray would book separate hotels. However, Pap never questioned her because he trusted her too much. Yikes. Coach, though, that isn't from not having a gym membership. The most shocking detail is that, according to the same source, Papoose once asked Remy about the mystery person. And she allegedly told him it was a female stylist from her team that she needed space from. Mom is convenient. After reading all of this, she would delete every text message. Drama is just half the story. The real chaos begins when we follow the money. According to various outlets, money from Remy's independent music label and touring budget allegedly vanished over the past few years, and guess what? A significant portion of that money reportedly went toward paying for upscale New York apartments, private driver services, and luxury vacations, and no, not in Remy and Pap's neighborhood, but across the city, hidden away and purportedly rented, under a company that has roots, NUA guest Itmyth X. Now John's messy. Fans lost it when they learned about the alleged apartment. So let's take a moment to catch up. One user commented, "If this is true, Papoose deserves an Oscar for holding it together all these years." Papoose believed that the money was going toward building their empire. Apparently, it was funding a completely different life. One of flowers, wine nights, and candlelit dinners that weren't making it to the grams. She was penning amusing love songs for someone else while he was out there writing poetry. Papoose, was featured in one post with the comment, "Holding down the house." Claressa is thriving, liking every tweet that supports her and posting cryptic quotes, like, "Sometimes you have to lose fake friends to find the real truth." Meanwhile, Remy Ma has remained completely silent despite everything that has been going on online, no statements, tweets, or shady Instagram stories, and that silence is only leading people to believe the worst. She even posted a story with the following caption, "Consider sticking to a lie. Who? As if that weren't enough." A fresh leak was discovered a few hours ago. Fans are now going through old videos, examining every look, every hug, and every behind-the-scenes clip for clues. Apparently, a security guard at a venue room where he performed 3 years ago claims to have seen her and Miss X leave together in matching robes after a show. All right, so this isn't a spa retreat. He claims that they acted really familiar. Didn't look like there was any client and employee vibe, and she even gave me 100 to keep quiet about what he saw. We always wondered why he didn't seem all in anymore. And now that it's starting to make sense, it's giving sad eyes, happy wife energy. And some even think Papoose may have discovered it long ago but kept quiet to preserve his public image. One anonymous insider from their reality show team said that there were times when he looked heartbroken on set, but when the cameras rolled, he snapped into character. So, where do we go from here? Well, if what Claressa said is even half true, this could become one of the biggest celebrity deception stories ever. We'll discuss what this could mean for Rome's brand deals, whether Papoose is getting ready to officially separate, and the subtle legal maneuvering going on behind the scenes, with insider sources claiming a bombshell divorce clause may be triggered. If these rumors check out in Part 3, not only because of the alleged double life, but because it was allegedly hidden for 10 years, that's commitment on a whole new level. And let's not forget, this isn't just some online feud. File to cease and desist. However, it may be too late because once the internet gets its hands on a secret, it's impossible to stop it. So, we have leaked messages, alleged secret apartments, unsubstantiated love letters, and an ex-best friend who can't stop talking. But guess what? That was only the beginning of the aftermath, where careers are being shattered, NDAs are being sent out, and lawyers are starting to get those billable hours. Let's start with the legal commotion, shall we? The Street claims via a very chatty but extremely anonymous source that Papoose has officially lawyered up. Verb, diss track. We're discussing court documents, property disputes, and yes, allegedly examining the fine print of their marriage contract. That same source claims that they had a clause in their printout that permits immediate separation in the event that physical or emotional evidence of infidelity is proven. Which, let's face it, is proof that we might already be there. And here's where it gets even messier. That same clause allegedly includes financial consequences. This drama isn't just personal. It could be lucrative for the lawyers if it's breached. But wait. It's not just the rumbling love life. Let's talk about brand. Reputation. Reyna had endorsement deals lined up, a possible return to reality TV, and even rumors of starting a podcast with other hip-hop wives. But now, radio silence. One brand representative told a gossip outlet anonymously, "We've paused all partnerships. Until further notice, clarity is given." Transparency and family-first principles are what our brand represents. One comment went viral saying, "Imagine holding your partner down through prison, poverty, and depression only to find out you were just a side character in their real story." Translation: we don't want any part in this mess. Elephants, well, let's say this scandal might have broken a few hearts too. On the one hand, there is disbelief. People who grew up idolizing the Papin Room story now feel like they've been watching a well-rehearsed show. However, others are standing up for Remy, arguing that she has the right to her history, her truth, and her path even if some of it was concealed. However, the deluge of conjecture is drowning out those voices. And Claressa isn't finished yet. She posted a mysterious picture of boxing gloves with a statement that read, "She swung first, and I just hit harder." We're not sure if she's referring to emotional punches or Instagram shade, but it landed. But let's not forget about the man. At the center of it all, Papoose, who for 10 years supported Remy like a sturdy oak tree during a hurricane, is now reportedly living in a private condo in Midtown, according to a close family friend who spoke to a podcast. "Paps heard, man. He said, no cameras, no statements, just peace and distance." This was identity-shattering, not simply betrayal. Loyalty is the foundation of his brand. He isn't making SNAP judgments because he's still processing. And let's face it, you know it's real when the most devoted man in hip-hop disappears. Remy Ma is reportedly attempting to control the narrative before it gets worse, but it may already be too far gone. What really shocks people, though, is the notion that wasn't a recent affair, but rather a full-fledged alternate relationship that was emotional, ongoing, and deeply ingrained. Remy Ma has been spotted avoiding public appearances and missing two important events that she was scheduled for. We're not saying they're correct, but we are saying the theory has over 300K likes and counting. So where does that leave us? It's in a place no one expected? A place where the hip-hop love story of the decade is now? If the rumors about Miss X being involved in Rhee's past music are true, then we've been hearing hints in her lyrics for years, and we just missed it. One TikTok user posted a breakdown of bars from an old freestyle, claiming she wasn't talking about Pap. She was talking about her being re-examined, remediated, and possibly rewritten. But here's what we do know. Claressa arrived with confidence. Reyna hasn't directly responded. Papoose is upset and silent. And the public is supporting this as if it were a Netflix documentary series. Based on recent activity, this story is far from over because just last night, Claressa posted 3 images of fire and one quote, "It's not over until I say it is." Whether you believe her, blame her, or tolerate her, you can't deny that the timing was deliberate. Twist of lemon and a fire gagger on the side. Now, let's get to the important part. The conversation you need to be heard. Well, we need a break because if this story gets any messier, it might require its own season on HBO. Rome is accused of having 2 lives. Papoose is silent and possibly unmarried, and Claressa Shields has gone from being a birthday girl to a leak queen, igniting the internet with one viral outburst. But now for the million-dollar question. If the accusations are true, what will happen next? Will Remy finally come forward? Will Tap abandon the love story he spent his entire life building? Will Miss X take the spotlight and take ownership of it? Or is just the start of something even more explosive? We want to hear from you. Was Claire wrong to put it all out there? Or did she do what needed to be done? Should Papoose forgive and move on? Or is this the last straw after too many? If Claressa is telling the truth, is this the biggest smear campaign hip-hop has ever seen? Please share your ideas, theories, and most outrageous predictions in the comments section. You can read every single one of them. If you enjoy these in-depth analyses, receipts, and shocking disclosures, please remember to like, subscribe, and enable notifications because the tea isn't just hot here. It's BG. This is your go-to place for the stories that no one else wants to read.